little late, but obviously better late than never. We welcome to the program Mr. Showtime, Anthony Pettis. Anthony, how you doing this evening, bro?
Yo, what's up, man? Doing good. Just getting out the gym. I got Eric Koch getting ready for his UFC debut, so I'm putting work in.
Beautiful. Yeah, Eric Koch set to go there. He had some action in the WEC, much like yourself. Before we get into it with you, how's Eric looking? And I know he's got his first fight coming up fairly soon. Am I right?
Yeah, he's fighting next Thursday. He's looking like a monster, man. This guy's he's ready to go, and he's gonna shock the world with this next fight. They're gonna definitely not overlook him anymore. I think he gets overlooked a lot in the 145 division, and after this fight, he's gonna be talked about a lot.
Yeah, he's fighting Cub Swanson. Cub also making his UFC debut, fighting on the Sanchez versus Campman card. You know, he's not scheduled on the main card. Obviously, Eric's looking to go out and make a statement and find himself somehow put into that slot of 5 minutes time or whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal. He wants to get seen, but like I said, he's just going to this fight. He's gonna take care of business in this fight, and we'll be talking about him after that.
Cool. Well, let's get to yourself. I know we're a couple of months removed still, but I can't guess that even the hype has settled down even a little bit. The Matrix kick, we've all seen it. If you haven't, I'm not sure you need to grow up and get a TV or a computer or something. Pretty amazing, and we watched the footage after of how you learned this thing from Duke Rufus. Have you given that serious thought to implement it, or was it like a spur of the moment thing? Were you looking for that during that fight? How does that come into your mind?
Oh, man, that just happened like spur of the moment. It was just one of them things where I was feeling it, and I knew I had to do something big to win the fight, and I just came. I went to kind of like in zombie mode, and it just came out.
When you commit to something like that, it's obviously not as simple as throwing a jab or a strike. Is there any way to disguise it that you're doing that at first? Because it must be, somewhat easy to avoid for your opponent. But, I mean, that was 5th round. Like, holy shit, dude, that's a lot of energy and strength to be able to pull that off.
Yeah, man, I just got to give my coaches, my strength and conditioning coach, I train at the next level here in Waukesha, Wisconsin. They did a great job with me. I didn't feel tired at all in the fight, and I could have won a couple more rounds. So I just got to give thanks to my strength and conditioning on that. And it's just one of them things, man. We could be having a totally different conversation if that kick would have landed or would have went wrong. But if you want to be talked about, you got to go for it, and you got to do things that outside of the box. So that's my goal, is to be a Showtime fighter.
Damn right. Awesome. Hey, Showtime, this is Ryan Ventura. Me and my girlfriend, we loved you on World of Jenks on MTV. What was it like having that camera crew follow you around?
Oh, it was that was another amazing experience. 2010 was a great year in my life, but having Andrew Jenks and the whole MTV crew around, I'm 23 years old. It was amazing just to have that kind of attention. Like the camera crew itself, after the first day you forget about it, but after you see the show and what they did with the editing, they did a great job, man.
Awesome.
The best part that I thought of the whole thing was it took a lot of misconceptions that people have with mixed martial arts in terms of, the way a fighter is personally as a person. It showed a lot of real sides of you. I can relate. I lost my father at a young age, and for you to deal with the traumatic experience of losing a family member and, persevering through it and being a survivor and not a victim of that circumstance, I was so damn proud to see them focus on that, and I thought Andrew Jenks did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
What's the future hold? Because if I'm not mistaken, I've heard a rumor of possibly another episode featuring yourself.
Yeah, I haven't heard back any confirmation on that. I know they're casting for season 2, so that might be something that's going to be happening. For me, it was just like you said, it was just an opportunity to show the world that fighters are these super tough guys that have no emotions and full of tattoos, and all we can do is fight. I mean, a lot of us are smart guys that could have been doing a lot of other things, but this is our calling. This is what we're blessed to do.
Now let's look a little bit towards more of your fighting career now. You got a bit of a little bit of a list of accomplishments here in a fairly short time in the industry. Your first fight was back in early 2007. The only blemish on your resume is from Bart Palashevsky, a fellow Polak to myself. So although I didn't like to see you lose, at least it was one of my countrymen. What do you think of you having only one loss on your record? What did you learn from the Palashevsky fight, and does it indicate why you've gone on a 4-fight winning streak since?
Yeah, man, I got to thank Bart. Bart really made me focus in on finishing fights and not letting it go to the judges. It kind of sucks to have one loss on my record, but I mean, everything happens for a reason. So I just took that loss and that feeling, and I never want to feel that feeling again. So every time I train, that's what I think about, man. That feeling I felt after my hand wasn't raised.
You're a versatile fighter too. In the 6 fights you've had in WEC and soon to be here in the UFC, everything from a minute and 49 stoppage of Mike Campbell to a 25-minute decision win over Ben Henderson. Is that a testament to the guys like Pat Barry and Eric Koch and especially Duke Rufus there at Rufus Sport?
Definitely, man. We got a great team here in Milwaukee, and we're all here to get everybody better. So it's just one of them things that I got to thank my camp, my whole team, man. My whole team just put me where I'm at, and without them guys, I wouldn't do nothing.
Did you know that Pat Barry and Matt Mitrione have plans to go to the WWE and form a tag team by the name of Team Meatberry?
Nah, that's the first time I heard that. That's hilarious. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened, man. Them guys are animals.
Yo, another funny question. Is this true or what? I heard that Duke Rufus has a fucking boxer dog and his name is Vandrulay Saliva. Or is that not a real picture that I've seen?
No, that's not real.
Oh,
not
brutal.
that I know of, unless we got him in the basement or something.
Duke's sitting there with this big boxer dog, and he's drooling, and it says Vandrulay Saliva underneath. So I didn't know if it was his dog. I figured I'd ask somebody close to him. See.
Yeah,
Shane Roller fight. The Shane Roller fight was awesome, man. That was your coming out party for a lot of people, and it was also a big jump up in competition. And you were also on a huge card, Cruz Benavides too. It looked like you were still probably going to win that fight by a decision, but like you said, learning in the Palashevsky's fight, how much did it mean to finish that? 9 seconds left, submission of the night, set up your title shot. Had to be a good night in Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it was a great night in Vegas. It's like everything aligned for me last year, perfect, man. All the stars aligned, and I took the right path, and I got the title before the WC ended. But Shane's a tough guy, man. That was another tough fight I had. I think I actually had a concussion after that fight. He hit me with like a good punch or a kick or something that I really never get hit in fights, and that was one of the guys that actually caught me clean. But big ups to Shane. I'm sure we'll see him back in the the UFC doing his thing.
Nice. Now, Anthony, during the Shane Roller fight, you busted out the capoeira kick, and obviously against Henderson, you busted out that kick off the cage. Styles like capoeira and taekwondo, not very known in mixed martial arts. Do you think they could be effective if used properly?
Yeah, man, I'm proof that they can be effective. I mean, I throw the kicks, and you can't use just a straight traditional martial art. It has to be mixed. It's a mixed martial art, so you got to be well rounded. But I mean, it all depends on the athlete. I mean, you can make any move effective as long as the athlete can do it. So I'm athletic enough where I can make these moves work, and fans love it. So I mean, that's why I got my name Showtime.